So good morning, everyone. So this week we had a full moon just the other night, but what's special about it, what I think is special about it, is that it's one of two moons in the same month, full moons. There will be another full moon October 31st, how appropriate, right? So I can get my broom already. But I feel like that feminine, the divine feminine power is so much stronger because of that. Because in yoga, we think of the moon side of our bodies as the female and the goddess, and the male side is the sun. So I thought, in honor of the first part, this first full moon, we would work on our half moon pose this week. I know that doesn't quite, sound right, but it stick with me. So we put the two together, half moon now, half moon later, we'll have a full moon. Okay, so, but that means we're back to talking about balance and about being able to nurture and mature both sides of us, our male and our female characteristics. And in yoga, that has nothing to do with gender. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Everybody has a male and female side, as it should be, right? So those ancient yogis were way ahead of the curve, right? So let's start by coming inside. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Pranayama, which is our breathing, what we're doing right now, is a very important part of our yoga practice, and we use our breath throughout the practice. But right now, it helps your body come into a state, a ready state for our physical practice. So breathe in that prana, which is life force, energy, and exhale, let go of any obstacles, anything that gets in the way. Allow that exhale to be long and slow. The longer, slower it is, the better the signals to your brain that this is the relaxation time for your body. Rest and digest is the technical term. And continue that breath, deep inhale and long, slow exhale on your own, at your own pace. Return to your natural breath. And slowly open your eyes. Let's start with a lateral stretch, reaching towards the left, your right arm alongside your right ear. Drop your left elbow. Keep your head in line with your spine. Extra stretch on the exhale. Keep both sits bones down on the mat. Inhale, and then exhale, place your right hand forward of your left knee and bring both arms to parallel. Your arms are straight, you're looking forward. Your back is nice and flat, a mountain spine. Inhale, and then on an exhale, bend your elbows and bow over your knee. Inhale, straighten and look forward. Exhale, bow. Twice more. You'll come up on straight arms. Slide your hands to your knee. Place your right hand on your left knee, your left arm behind you, looking over your left shoulder. On the inhale, feel your spine getting longer, taller, crown of the head reaching up. And when you're empty of breath, maybe you have a little extra space to twist a little bit more. Place your right hand on your left thigh, left arm alongside left ear, and lateral stretch in the opposite direction. Use your right hand on your thigh to help you with a little leverage and also encourage your hips to stay down. Inhale both arms up to center. Send your arms back behind you, Yoga Mudra, interlace your fingers, knuckles to the earth, heart to the sky. Little baby back bend. Release. Right arm walks away from your hips, left arm alongside your ear. Nice long side body stretch, feel it. Send your fingers away so you can stretch everything from your hip to your fingers. Inhale, and on an exhale, place your left hand forward of your knee, both arms parallel. Straight arms, look forward. Inhale, exhale, bend your elbows and fold. Inhale, straight arms, look forward. Exhale, bend and fold. Inhale. Exhale once more. Straight arms allow your fingers to slide to your knee. Left hand on right knee, look over your right shoulder. Remember to lengthen on the inhale and twist just a little bit more after your exhale. Left hand on right thigh, lateral stretch in the opposite direction. Inhale both arms up to center. Inhale, exhale, your arms behind you, your fingers pointing forward. You can lean on your wrists now. Now, because you're all at home today, but although Bill is here, but that's okay. You're going to send your nose to the ceiling, and we're going to do 3 dragon's breaths. So in through the nose and a sigh out through the mouth. Here we go. Ha, ha, ha. Spring off your fingers and come forward over your legs any amount. And then slowly unfold. Okay. Send your legs out in front of you and shake them out. So, bring your right leg in, your left leg in, and send your right leg way out to the side. So you're going to do a wide-legged Janu Shasana, head to knee pose. So you're going to place your left thigh inside your left leg inside your right thigh. You knew what I meant, right? So it's just a wide-legged variation of something that we do often. So turn to look at your extended leg, your right leg. And imagine having your breastbone in line with your knee, in line with your toes. You may not be able to twist that much. That's okay. That's the direction in which you want to go. And when you twist as far as you can, notice that your right leg, your extended leg is active, your foot is flexed, your arms reach up alongside your ears. You're going to inhale and then exhale, come over your extended leg. Look up at your foot. Release your left arm, follow it as it reaches all the way up to the sky, opening up your neck as you do this, and bring it down alongside your hip. Use your right arm to help you come into a open gate pose. So you're on your shin. Let your top arm lead you back down. All right. Now we're going to switch to the other side. So now your left leg is straight and long and wide. Your right sole to your left thigh or knee, or even it doesn't go all the way, that's fine too. So look at your extended leg, which is active, arms alongside your ears. Let your breastbone line up with your knee, if that's possible, as far as you can make it. I can't get it quite all the way, at least not on this side. Inhale and exhale, come over your extended leg. A little bit different this with the wide leg, yeah? Notice where you feel any resistance, where you need a little extra work. Look up at your foot. Follow your right hand this time as it reaches up, as it lands alongside your hip, and come up on your shin. You feel that stretch. Your whole body stretching now from toe to fingertips. And bring it down. Okay. All right, good. So now step your left leg in front of your right ankle. Right? Walk it away just a little bit. So the pose I just named as open gate, now this is going to be another variation of that. So your right hand alongside your right hip, and you're going to come up onto your shin. But you're going to take advantage of your left leg being, your knee and your foot being so close to you. You're going to bring your knee towards your shoulder, reach for your foot, and take your leg and stretch it, extend it all the way up, or not. This is optional. And bring it down. Okay, other side. So get set up first. You have one crossed leg in front of you. Your foot is flat on the mat in front. Walk your foot away a little bit. Use your right arm as support next to your hip, your left arm as support next to your hip, and fly up. All right, bring your knee into your shoulder, reach for your foot, and extend your leg. Any amount. And come back down. Send your legs out in front of you and shake them out. Rotate. Right. All right, great. Okay, so now we're going to come into a child's pose. Let's start in a child's pose. Extend your arms overhead along the mat. For an extended child's pose, look up between your hands. Lift your hips, come forward. Heart between your arms, lengthen your legs behind you. And let's do that again. Exhale, send your hips to your heels. Inhale, come forward. Now this time, you can stay right here or else. You're going to make sure that your wrists are under your shoulders. Your heart is reaching between your arms. And you're going to press into the tops of your feet and lift your knees away from the mat for Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Bring your knees down, bring your hips to your heels. Slide your hands to your knees and come to stand on your knees. All right. Send your right leg straight out in front of you. Walk it away a little bit. You're going to bring your left arm alongside your left ear, and you're going to twist to the right. You're going to bring your left hand on your right knee. Your right arm reaches behind you. See if you can find your right hand to look over your shoulder. Your right arm is going to come up alongside your ear. You're going to begin a counter twist, sending your left arm behind you, your right arm on your knee. And I like on your knee, it could be inside, but to keep your knee at a right angle. Let's see if I have that. Whoa. Okay. And we're going to go in reverse. Left arm up, twist all the way around to the back. Right arm up, left arm behind. This time your left arm is going to come up and down inside your right leg. Bring your right hand alongside your left hand. You're going to bend your left knee. Send your foot over to the right. So with your right hand, you can reach behind and take hold of your foot or not. You can just stay right here. Right. If you have the bind, then send your heel back towards your left buttock. Right? So we want to keep that alignment. You're looking forward. If you want to go a little deeper, you can come on to your forearm and look forward. Look to the side. This is a twisted monkey. Come back up. Release your leg. Come to stand on your back knee, bring your right knee forward. Send your left leg straight out in front of you. Left arm alongside left ear, twist to the right. Look for your right hand behind you as your arm reaches out behind you. Right arm comes forward, counter twist. Look for your left hand. You'll notice it's a little bit more of a challenge on this side, or at least for me. Left arm comes up. We're going to do this a few times, just like we did on the other side. Back facing left. One more time. And this time, your right hand comes down alongside your left foot. Your left hand comes down. You're going to bend, or not, you can stay right here, or you can bend your right knee. Send your foot over to the left so you can comfortably reach for your foot. And then align your leg again so that your heel is coming toward your buttock. Look straight, and this time twist to your bent knee for a nice, that's a full twisted monkey. And again, if you want to come down farther, you can do that, coming onto your forearm. And then straighten it, release your foot, and come back up to stand on your leg. Good. Bring your knee back. Right, excellent. Right. Okay. So come to table. So we're going to be on our wrists for a little bit. So let's shake them out first. All right, so in fact, let's do this. Let me take this away. All right. Bring your fingertips, you bring your back of your hand to the mat, fingertips facing your knee. Back of your other hand to the mat, fingertips facing your knee. Now, the farther away your hands are from your knees, the more difficult this would be, but the better the stretch on your wrists. So what you're going to do now is send your hips to your heels. All right, yikes. All right, and then come back up, and if that was really, really much too much, just come close. Still, yeah, and shake them out. All right. Come to your table, Baddhasana. Your shoulders over your wrist, your hips, your knees under your hips. Let's start with some cats and dogs. So on an inhale, you're going to curl your spine towards the mat. You're looking forward. It's as if your heart wanted to come between your arms. Feel your shoulder blades coming together. On an exhale, arch your spine to the sky. Continue inhaling in your dog and exhaling in your cat at your own pace. Going as slowly as you wish. It's a wonderful little vinyasa. This is a vinyasa, a two-pose vinyasa. And it is wonderful to feel how your spine moves. How your vertebrae line up to create that curve. And then the next time you're in your cat spine, pause and come to a table. Come back to a neutral spine. All right. You may want to walk up to the top of the mat so you have a mat behind you. When you send your right leg back behind you, ball of your foot is on the mat. You're going to swivel your right foot so that the sole of your right foot is flat on the mat when you fan open. Look up at your hand. That's up pointing to the sky. Make sure you have your shoulder over your wrist when you lift your back leg, hip high. Knee down, Ardha Chandrasana. This is the half moon pose on our knee. Bend your knee, take your foot, and open up to the side. This is called Chapasana, knee down Chapasana. We will try this standing. Release it, bring it down. Left leg goes back. Swivel your foot, flatten it, and fan open before you lift. Take it a step at a time. Allow your body to be aligned before you make your next move. Lift your left leg. Now, I want you to notice how in the knee down variation, your hips are stacked. It's pretty clear, right? One hip on top of the other. So that's what we're going to aim for when we do our standing variation. Bend your knee, reach for your foot, and open up to, this is, Chapasana is a bow pose, type of a bow. Release it, and come back onto your hands and knees. Okay. So now we're going to do the same thing, only we're going to try doing it from our forearms. So from your table, come onto your forearms. Now your elbows are under your shoulders. You're going to send your left fingers to your right elbow. You're going to send your right leg behind you. You're going to swivel just like we did before. You're going to fan open. You're going to lift your back leg. So now you might even be able to lift your leg a little higher. Typically when we're on all fours, when I tell you to lift it up, it's always hip height. But on the side, it can go a little higher. See if you can take your leg here for Chapasana. And release it. All right, you ready for the other side? Come on to your forearms. Right fingers to left elbow. Send your left leg back behind you, swivel your foot. Fan open. So remember now, you're not over your wrist, you're over your elbow, but this is your support. You're gonna lift your leg for knee down Ardha Chandrasana. Bend your knee, take your foot, and open to Chapasana. Again, this is optional. You can stay in the Ardha Chandrasana without the bent knee. Release, come to child's pose. All right. Okay, come back up onto your knees again. going to be here for just a couple more poses, and then we'll come up to stand. Bring your right arm alongside your right ear, your left hip, a hand to your hip, the other hand to the other hip, and lateral stretch to the quilt, okay? There's a quilt on that wall, Beth. That's why I'm saying that. Inhale to center. Exhale, other side. And feel that stretch. And come back to center. Okay, so let's come up to stand. All right, so I'm going to suggest if you have a chair nearby, I'm going to go get one. Bring it onto your mat, because we're going to do, before we do Ardha Chandrasana, the half moon pose in a flow, we're going to do little workshops, because you don't have blocks. I have a block. Maybe some of you do have a block at home, and if you do, we'll do a variation with the block as well. All right. So one of the best ways to get into the pose is from Warrior Two. So if you get into Warrior Two positioning with your legs, all right, you might want to watch me first so that you can see where I'm going. You're going to bend that knee that's closest to the chair. You're going to begin to lean over to the chair, sliding your back leg closer. And you're going to come down onto your forearm. We just did this on the floor. And you're going to lift your back leg all the way up. Send your arm up. Straighten the leg that you have your weight over, your supporting leg. And bring it down. Okay, so that's one way of doing it that gives you extra support, so you don't have to go all the way down to the floor with your hand. So come back on the other side in your Warrior Two feet, legs. Bend the knee closest to the chair, that's your supporting leg, bringing your forearm across the chair. And you're going to lift your back leg, straighten your front leg. And come back up. So that's an option for doing the pose. And it helps you. It's hard to do it that way in the flow, but you actually can have a chair at the end of your mat to do it if you wish. Okay. All right, so let me get this out of the way. So if we're using a block, I recommend, and I'd also like to say that one of the poses that helps you, Warrior Two works so well because your feet are already exactly the way they're supposed to be for going in the right direction. So when you lift your back legs, your feet are going away from you, and your toes are going away from you on your supporting leg. But there are two poses. Warrior Two is one that helps you get into it very easily. But triangle is another pose that works well with half moon because your hips are already stacked. All right? All right. So you can do this two ways, having the block in your hand, holding it in your hand. You're bending the knee on the side with your block. You're going to place the block in a spot where it's going to come under your shoulder. You're going to slide your back leg forward and come up and lift your leg. All right. And here's where you may want to try Shavasana or not. And bring it down. So let's try that on the other side. So the next variation is just bringing your hand down to the mat. Right. So again, think about hips stacking. Think about your center of gravity, where your hips are going to go. They're going to go over your ankle, right? So that's where all your weight is. So that's where you want to focus on that leg. So slide your back leg forward, lift it up, straighten your front leg, right? And if you want, you'll come to Shavasana. I'm coming closer. I'm going to change this to gallery view and see if maybe I can see you better. All right. Okay. Not much, but all right. Okay, so let's try it without any props. Right. Come to your warrior two. So your leg is bent. You can do the same thing with your fingers here, with your hands, and you can come up onto your fingertips. Bring your hand down to the mat and lift your back leg. And bring it down. Excellent. All right. Other side, your warrior two. Now you don't have the block, you've got your fingers. Imagine you have the block in your hand. And bring it down. Beautiful. I can see you a little. That's great. All right, you're definitely ready for the vinyasa now. All right. So let's come to Tadasana, to mountain. Come to the front of your mat. So before we do our half moon vinyasa, we're going to work on moving from warrior two to triangle, so that you can see transitions and you can get another feel for the way your hips need to go and how your legs wind up. But let's start with our mountain. Kind of your head reaching up, you know the story, hips over ankles. Send your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Let your arms land by your side. Bring your belly towards your spine to help make you a little bit taller. Inhale. Exhale, bring that energy down to your heart once more. Sun breath. Inhale, gather. Exhale, bring it to your heart. All right. Step back with your right foot into a warrior one position. Inhale. While we're here, come up to warrior one. Now, you can have a wider stance if you like, sending your back leg a little farther behind you. Just remember that knee mustn't come forward of your ankle. Say your prayer, look up at your hands, and bring that prayer down to your heart. Swivel your back leg or step on it so that you come into warrior two. Warrior two, you want your the heel of your bent leg to be opposite the arch of your back leg. You want to make sure that your knee is not collapsing inside. You want it nice and straight over your middle toes. Your shoulders should be square, going in the same direction as your back toes. Feel this pose. Feel this long, straight back leg. Feel this right angle of your front leg. Feel your hips square. Now straighten your front leg and allow your hips to come one over the other for your triangle. All straight lines, no curly cues. And this is your positioning for Ardha Chandrasana. Come back up to your warrior, swivel back to warrior one, and step forward. You can be a little sloppy, it's okay. I'm talking to myself. All right, left leg goes back. Warrior one. Prayer. Bring your prayer to your heart. Warrior two. Straighten your leg. Triangle. So remember, your legs, your hips are stacked. The crown of your head is going away from you in the direction of your front toes. So all straight lines. Come back up. Warrior two. Warrior one. Or just bring your feet together. So I wanted to go through that exercise to help give you a little bit more prep for your Ardha Chandrasana. So we will go through our flow now. Okay, here we go. If you're going to use a block, have it in front of your mat. Mountain. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, halfway to a flat back. Exhale, bend. Inhale, step your right leg back behind you. Flatten your back foot onto the mat for warrior one. Let your arms stream alongside your hips. Come up to warrior one. As you bring your arms down, you're going to slide your back leg forward and lift your leg up, or not, and then step it back. Warrior one. As you slide your arms and your legs, lift your leg. One more time. Why are we doing this? Balance. Whoops. And bring it up. Excellent. Back to warrior one. Swivel to warrior two. Right hand on back thigh. Reverse warrior, frame your head with your arm. You can leave your back arm on your thigh or bring it to your waist to encourage a deeper side stretch here, curl. Come back to warrior two. Triangle. Remember those straight lines. Bend your front knee. Reach for the block or bring your hand to the mat to come up to your half moon. Maybe you want to try for Chapasana. Release. Bring foot to foot. Uttanasana. Forward fold. Fly out and up and down the center line. Okay. Other side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale halfway, exhale fold. Left leg step on your back foot. Warrior one legs. Let your arms stream alongside your hips. Remember, our warrior one was born of the earth. Let him spring up from the earth, or her in this case. We're in the moon phase here. Right. Now I'm going to go the other way. We're still in warrior one, yeah. Swivel to warrior two, or step into it. Reverse warrior. Triangle. Oh, I forgot our warrior one balances. Oh dear. All right, I'll have to fix that. Back to warrior two. So back to warrior one. All right. Warrior one, you're going to slide your back leg forward and lift it up. Step back to warrior one. Hands come down, slide your back leg, lift it up. Step back to warrior one. Arms come down, slide forward, lift your leg. Back to warrior one, back to warrior two. Reach for your block if you're going to use one. Slide your back leg to come in and lift it to come into Ardha Chandrasana. If you want to try for Chapasana, you bend your knee, take your foot, and open up. Release, foot to foot, Uttanasana. Fly out and up and down the center line. Okay. So bend your knees deeply. Curl your shoulders, bend your knees. Bring your hands to the mat and come onto your knees. Come to sit. Send your legs straight out in front of you. Come to Dandasana. Arms straight out in front of you, palms facing each other. I think all these half moons intimidated the sun because the sun has now started shining here in Warrington. So begin. your journey, slow, slow journey down to the mat. Count to 15 or 20 to come all the way down to the mat. Use your abs, especially in that last count, to keep you from falling down. Otherwise, use your forearms. You know the drill, right? And come all the way down. Bring your feet to the mat, lengthen your spine, and breathe. Bring your knees into your chest and roll from side to side. And we're going to make a journey all the way down our body to our feet for our back body. So lengthen your feet, your legs, lengthen your legs. I'm sorry. Feet, legs, limbs, lengthen your limbs. Your arms alongside your body. On an inhale, push your shoulders, both shoulders into the mat. Feel your heart lifting up. Exhale, release. Inhale, shoulders into the mat. Exhale, release. Once more. Okay, good. Arms straight up, fingers pointing to the ceiling. Bend at the elbows, forearm over forearm. Inhale, exhale, send your upper arm down to the floor as far as it can comfortably go on one side. Inhale through center, send it to the other side. So this is just your upper back moving, not necessarily your hips. So you can see we're rolling over, massaging our upper back, our shoulder blades. And keep going from side to side. And then let's come back to center. Okay, release your arms. Bring your knees into your chest. Take your knees in your hands. You're going to bring your knees as close as they can comfortably come, and you're going to send your knees away, arms straighten. Feel your lower back curling and flattening as you do this. Keep it going. Little massage for your lower back. And then the next time your knees are into your chest, pause and separate your knees. Bring them far apart. And then reach inside your legs and take your ankles, take hold of your ankles. And just roll from side to side, coming all the way down to the floor on one side and then the other. So we're doing more of our hips. Nice. And your upper body, your whole back body now. And come to center. And you're going to lengthen your legs on the mat. All right. And now we have to take care of our glutes. All right. So you're going to squeeze your right cheek and release it. Squeeze the left. Squeeze the right. Squeeze the left. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. All right. Good. Bring your feet to the mat. Send your right leg up to the sky. Rotate your foot, giving your ankle a little breath. And bring that leg down. Let it stay long on the mat. Send your left leg up and rotate your leg, your foot. and bring that leg down. So now our upper joints, our hip joints, we're going to work on that. So you're going to send, you have your legs straight out in front of you. You're going to send your toes in opposite directions so that you come down on the outside of your foot, maybe. And then you're going to go all the way the other way so that your toes cross. So this rotation is happening from your hip creasers. All right, make sure your whole leg is involved. Your toes as far away apart side, and then they crisscross, your feet crisscross. Or your toes touch if you want to bring your legs a little farther away. Maybe you can come down a little bit more when you come inside. All right, and then relax. Just relax. Let your legs just splay open. Let your arms come alongside your body. Your palms facing upward, so that means your arms are rotated so that that could happen comfortably. And feel your whole back body surrendering to gravity, letting go. Om Namah Shivaya. I surrender to transformation and welcome the changes that will lead me to who I am. Deepen your breath. Beginning to wake up your body, roll your head from side to side. Make gentle movements with your hands and your feet. Send your arms overhead, back behind you, your feet in the opposite direction for big, long body stretch. Then bring your knees into your chest, hug them, and one last final massage, rolling from side to side. Then bring your knees to center and roll over onto your right side to come into a fetal position. Our left side is our moon side. So we can, in honor of the moon, expose our moon side. And when you are ready, come up to sit. If it is time for you to leave, it is, my clock says it's 11:01. So you may need to leave, or you can stay for our meditation. Today we're doing the meditation of loving kindness, among my most favorite. And it allows us to think about the meaning of loving kindness. It goes beyond just doing unto others. It is being proactive in acts of kindness, acts of love. So if you are staying for meditation, get comfortable in your seat or in a chair with your feet firmly planted on the ground, on the earth. Your hands can be on your thighs with your palms facing down or upward, whatever is most comfortable for you, but so that you know your palms facing down is a symbol of being grounded, a mudra, connection with the earth and your Muladhara chakra. When your palms are facing upward, like little lotus flowers, it's also a symbol of purity and a symbol of giving and receiving. So close your eyes, follow your breath. Don't change it. Don't deepen it. Just follow your regular, everyday breath. And notice how it moves your body. Notice how it lifts your heart, how it fuels your heart. Notice your breath. And then bring your attention to your heart center. Feel your heart beating. And self-love is such an important thing. This is the body that we have with which to live this life. We need to treat it well. We need to treat our mind well. So let's send ourselves this blessing. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and in mind. May I be safe from inner and outer dangers. May I be happy and free. Now bring your mind back to your heart center, your attention, your awareness. Let it float there for a moment. And in your mind's eye, see the people in your life who are very dear to you, those you love very deeply, acquaintances, people you care about, friends, family, whoever it may be, pets, all the people deserving of your love. And send them this blessing. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well in body and in mind. May you be safe from inner and outer dangers. May you be at ease, happy, and free. Bring your attention back to your heart. And in your mind's eye, see the people in your life who have hurt you, who have been difficult, who have made you angry, who you feel uncomfortable around. Maybe some of these people are not people you know, but their actions still affect you. Think of all the people who fall into that category in your life, because they need this blessing the most. And send it to them. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well in body and in mind. May you be safe from inner and outer dangers. May you be at ease, happy, and free. Come back to your heart center knowing, seeing everyone who you have allowed to enter your space, how graciously allowed. And now let's expand that space to include everyone in this world, this entire earth, as well as yourself. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well in body and in mind. May we all be safe from inner and outer dangers. May we be at ease, happy, and free. And breathe. And bring your hands to your heart, keeping your eyes closed for a moment longer. And let's send our energy out into the world. And let's set an intention, perhaps, to send loving kindness throughout this day, throughout the rest of this week, this weekend, the month, however long you choose to work hard on loving kindness. Thank you so much. Namaste.